Good day to my Salone people. Me na Mohamed Tyrali from VOS Salone Network. Today, November 13, on Friday, 2020. I want to say congratulations to the new direction administration for we then go turn the sword yesterday in Lungi airport for the new airport where they see that they can construct. Where either an extension now or the new one now, either one. Then tell we see them forget something new. So as a Sierra Leonean, before I even come out and do anything, I get to congratulate the government first, because me not get any loyalty to any party or any individual. My loyalty for to development in my country. The clerk can always say, if not Satan tell that country they bring development, are they with you? If not the Jesus and they do nothing, make it left from another supporter. So in terms of development, whoever bring development, now your team are there. The day where you mess up, I didn't another person team. So I don't get loyalty to nobody. My loyalty not to my country and the development. So because of that, I want to say kudos to the new direction. I will continue for support in any way, shape or form, as long as you get for those moving Salone forward. But at the same time, even though the support no means say I'm not going to be critical. And some of them things I will not do or ask questions them for me and also my fellow Sierra Leoneans some way for what we don't understand about some of them things there. Because as we all know, when it comes to Sierra Leone, the information them you get for go buy them. They come readily for you. People in government always tend to hide information from us, even when we're trying to go out and ask for it, they're not going to give it to you easily. And some of these things, I don't care how much you try, you're not going to be able to see them. So we tell Una thank you because we don't see when I go turn the sword. First of all, the first thing they ask the new government is that I think so I don't turn enough soil them. We ask Una do hold on and turning them soil them first. And now we begin to see the project and now they kick in. Because I don't tell about so many promises, we don't see so many scare graphs them, we don't see I will use the word. We don't see I don't do so many presentations them around the world in the UK, in a Salone, on social media, everywhere about the tweeting we expect from Una in terms of infrastructure. Oh my God, if we're not able to execute, then well, if that's all say, but 50% of them say we know say Salone will be on the right path on the trajectory towards development. But at the same time, I'm not going to be a sucker for development when I go lose me senses, because every development what we know is costly, way cheap. So as a citizen, we get for know questions, we get for ask who side the phone get for come out, and how much bearing they get for be on the citizens them, because at the end of the day, the new direction after they do the term, either 5 or 10 years they get for left. Whatever they don't sign, then sign them on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, not on behalf of the SLPP government or APC government. Everything within they sign on behalf of Sierra Leonean government. So whether then they empower or they don't empower, now we all don't sign them documents then now we all get for responsible for them. So just want for caution my brother and sister them, may they know say this is not about politics. The SLPP government is working for us Sierra Leoneans, and whatever they put on paper, it's for Sierra Leoneans. Whether they empower or not, it is our signature. So I just want you get that at the back of your mind. So again, congratulations on this. Turning the sword put there with the big. Then project are no need for wait stay 2023 before they begin kicking, and 2024 we begin see when they pack them back they go they wait for the next election. So we hope say owner say that the thing for start. Lord begin see they start now. They smell now all the soil them first now put them shove it down first. Make owner begin do the project them. We brother and sister then they cry angry that the country job now they. So if I don't get Dr. Tambi don't get most of them ideas here, so we tell them thank you, because for initiating here not so easy. So we want for see the project and now they go on. But before the project and they go on now, I like one thing owner say most of them projects here not going for cost the government. Again, when I we listen to the term and they watch them, it's not gonna cost the government anything. So the question is who It's going to split the cost. Who's going to pay for it? Now we take the Lungi Bridge for example. Again, I know how many people misunderstand me, say, are there case development? No. Trust me. Then project if they manifest themselves in Sierra Leone, they get for change Sierra Leone for the best. We get for look at we country as one of the best in the country, around the region. But at the same time, we could not be too complacent, not ask the questions that we need to ask. Because tomorrow, we get for pay for them. And how we get for pay for them is what we need to know from up front now, so we go get ready when the time come. That is my fully come. Because as much as we government and they're waiting self, they're not truthful. Government not they ever tell you what you need for know. Government and they tell you what you need for your. So first of all, me on side where question what I get for the government is that what then come them and stop them at my airport. Waiting them in talk at that point now 2 reasons they give. First, then say the deal with the former president signed when former mama it was a bad deal. Then I'll give you a full detail about the entire thing, what he make them bad. And secondly, then tell we say we not get the amount of flight to the kind of fit on a Salone. We not need all that one day because of Salone. Lungi airport enough for take care of the people in the kind of Salone. So from nowhere now, they don't see the airport now as a big project. Say we're supposed to get more now. So I don't know what's in the difference now when they don't wake up now. Say well, Salone really need a new airport and that. So, but again. That not to knock on the government because at the end of the day, the government of the day get the right for do what they need for do. Every election there are consequences, so that they empower and they control. So whatever the president right now say is favorable for him, now he get for do. But the only thing we get for ask questions and say, well, waiting change. Because if my mama not mean be good and we also not they get that amount of flight they can afford or not to a priority, well we at this point, even with the airport here they make, we not still get regular light. The airport here, if you want from get a modern airport, you can forget 24-hour lights, you can forget water, you can forget good road. So then 3 things in there and faster internet, then 4 things in there now in the movie country forward for be developed. So infrastructure very good, but we need them here for pilot and for be an auxiliary force to the development. So we go like for let we know waiting changes being waiting trigger the government for realize say well now yes Salone need a bigger airport, we need more people, we need more infrastructure. That is one. And then secondly with the Lungi Bridge, the last thing with Dr. Tambi me talk about the bridge because I understand in anger for be the next way they come up. Dr. Tambi me talk about the bridge as say they're going for charge about $10. That's for individual, not to the whole motor car, but each person inside the motor car. As we all know, 90% of Sierra Leoneans them not going to afford that $10 for go Lungi. So we think if happen, plenty of people they go for the go around. But the thing that we need to understand is that the person where they get that 2 billion, 2 point something billion, what they talk about 2 billion, if you look at the billionaires that within savings in America, one of them very rich only get. So billion not to 2 cents. For let somebody go put on a third world country with a high debt risk, they need for get them go for hold on something. We want to know what they get for hold on, forget the money, because first of all they get for make the bridge, then get for run the bridge or the airport for certain years. We need for know how many years they get for run and for before they pull their money and then profit because they get for get the interest. After they pull the interest before they hand them over to government. Because now the government don't tell you say they're not going to cost them anything. If they when the government will tell you that don't mean say the investor way they can take the airport. Now in they can make the airport, now in gets the airport for certain years. Now in they run them solo. Every single cent we then collect. Then now they own. They go for pull the money. Then now one. Secondly, they're supposed to pull a certain money. This is within the government not tell you now. I will explain to the people. That not saying a bad thing, but we need to know. I need to know so that we able to learn. So tomorrow, when the surprises they come, you go already see them and know that they surprise this. Okay? Because they're not going to tell you the surprise. The person where they can take the bridge or we don't really build the bridge. What the person get for do? is that them with the government get for talk say every month or every year, now this money we need forget. Whether people in car the bridge, people in not car the bridge, this is that money that we get forget. Because if not 25 years or 30 years we get for run the bridge for. Just the kind they run the toll road right now. I don't know how many years the Chinese they run the toll road for. But they get for one for that certain time. Any money where they not get, they get for subsidize that money, they add them to them. What I mean by subsidize the money? If the bridge supposed to pull 100 million a day, they end up for pull 50 million. The government get for find a way for letting them get the extra 50 million each day. Now, like always the government tell we say, then not a single cost to them. Yes. So the cost is now the bridge not going to pull money in your pocket and pay for yourself. So who that get for pay that balance money there? This is where they not tell you. So as a Sierra Leonean, me and John of a country, me and brother and sister say, Lord, we brace we save. Development, again, to be fair to the government, development not cheap. Even in country where we dey, we dey pay for some of them things here. But what thing they do now, they call them a referendum. We will get it for go vote, then put them into a referendum. We read them. If you want them, you vote for them. If you don't want them, you vote against them. The majority with them, the majority carries a vote. If the majority then take them, then they increase that tax they on we, they will pay for them. If you just start in time on one time again, we come out as one time, then put them back into a referendum. So Africa now, they don't do that. Because they know so we election not free and fair. The government of the day and they carry everything. So let's come back to the point. So now the government can forget that money there. Then get forget, or the investor get forgetting money because $2 billion. If you can't put in a stock market now, you go make probably about $1 million every month or every year. Or more than that. That's a possibility say we're not going to pay that money there. So then get for all up to something, we for you pull the money. Waiting that be, I don't know it. Then say they're going to Minister of Finance, they're not going to review the agreement. We don't know waiting the agreement to then review. So if they're able to put them out for the state, for the country that we all see, waiting the investor get forget as a collateral. A collateral means that if we not pay the money, that thing they get for taking away on. We need to know waiting the investors and only the one for take from Sierra Leone as a collateral if we don't pay them. Or collaterals you have for column. Secondly, the government get for second thing we not tell you. If you live in Lungi or you live in a Freetown, I don't know if you get for extend up line no, but I know say if you get for around Freetown, so that bridge get for pass. I don't know if you get for be the entire Freetown or people around there. You get for pay tax for that bridge for flop that balance money. So if you didn't Lungi, first of all, then get for increase on a market. If you sell market, so you get host in Lungi because for that bridge, they will tell you now so the bridge don't raise yours in value. So which means the tax will they pay for the house you get for go up. So if you didn't have Freetown, I remember the last time we made more increase the money. That's when then here now they know they put in place now for begin pull the money for try for weigh the option outside and forget this extra money for the pay for the development where they come. So if you get host na Freetown, instead they talk to I get property then na Freetown. They pay tax them. I get host then they. So I go for be fair to myself for brace myself say I go for the pay higher tax now. That money they then go for taken from you. If you don't work, the tax when the court, then go for begin cut extra tax. You get for make one money, see if certain tax attached to your paycheck. What you not ask for, they not tell you, but you get for good. So I just want to make we know that. Okay. Again, you go find if the government go tell we waiting then company they come. What do we get for give them if I know we will pay for the bridge or whenever we even pull our money there because billion not a small money, Salone we pull. So how many billions because that's not just the bridge. We don't know how much there's now 200 and some million, understand? I don't know how to is it 247 million, something like that. But I go try for if go again over that figure there. Added to that for the Lungi airport union. And the Lungi airport union also waiting for be the cost of the tickets then because this is not just then just the focus. Say when the airports make that way the tickets will come down. How true is it? We don't know it. It's not just a focus because we don't know how the thing get for go. So waiting get for be with property tax, with airport tax and all them things and if we get for the use the new airport. So before they travel, because we know so ticket not Salone expensive. Then they tell us if with the new terminal the tickets go calm down, we will get plenty traffic. We hope say that not true and that will be the case. But if that not happen, then obviously we get for add some tax on we tickets them. Is that the bad thing? No, because if we want development, we get for pay for the entire development not cheap. The only thing is that we just get for no waiting now they for come out of we pocket them. As citizens, the law we embrace yourself and know saying that this get for can happen. Because the government will don't tell you say they're not gonna come out them pocket, not to them tell you. Now person in the give. Then tell the person say take your money. But we still get for go certain areas there for find extra money for put on there because this agreement that person put in billion they or that company will put in money they want their money at a certain time. This is business. They know they can be kumbaya with we or none of that. Nope. They want their money. If not, it's for make a month, and for make a month, then for make a year, and for make a year. So we the citizens are we for pay the balance. The 10 president come and they sign the agreement for the toll road. You know, me ever tell we most of we don't know safe. But now they pay for them. We're going for pay for them for a long time. And then get for the ad. So again, as a citizen, now we on duty for no waiting our responsibility. The government not going for tell we some things because they want for tell we waiting we want for you. They not go tell what we need for no. So if we go for come out and put them out there, we know. But at the same time, as much as some of the asking questions are still applaud the government to move because we need to move forward. We give for the only thing is that the reason why I make someone free make them concerned away job not there. If a job there, it's simple because all the overseas here we get job them, then they pay heavy tax them. And then money and they use for make the road them for make them country have fine, all they take picture then see them find them like make money the bluff say we continue one of the best in the world. It's all about tax. It's nothing else. It's all about tax. And if we say one incentive for the Salone develop, we get for pay tax. The only thing is that employment get for the. Now that make the need for the encourage the government need for put things them in place where in people them the local people them need for create job, not the government they create job. Government they only make the place suitable because even the job we talk about so now Lungi, not a government job. The people that then get and they go for be a private company and they go for open the job and they go for people in job. So government for just make the country suitable for people who can invest. Now the only job people they ask them for. Say when I make them easy so that people will come invest in the country and hire people so that other people will get job. But now private sectors get job, not to public sectors them. Private people they give better jobs than even the overseas and I make they don't worry about government too much because the private people they more get the bigger jobs then they all man they go and make people don't kill and save too much for politicians and not too much because they don't care about your political job. So also we ask the government see if they will continue for make the country suitable for the people that will come invest so that people that will get to job them and we go pay them taxes there and continue for ask for more development. But either way, I applaud the government a move. Congratulations. The only thing is that we hope them project here when they unveil, tell you about all them big ambitious projects here go start sooner rather than later because we young brother and sister they need job. And this will ease the burden on everybody else. But either way, tell now thank you, and we hope say that we will continue for see more because from waiting them in prison in the UK, if they continue or Salone able gets them thing and they that would be great. But the other thing is again, before I end this video, it looks like say that Natomio Mento we are in charge of that for the decentralized. I hope so that they go really work on that for move things them upline because not a free turn for left free turn beautify we get for move people them upline. For people that move upline when I get for put amenities them upline we will not need for come free turn forget. Until we do that, easily Salone free turn will beautify and free turn not to in Salone. In fact the main Salone are applied not to free turn every day. So we hope say that the government will look into that and therefore put most of the major offices in upline. Where people don't need for come na future. Like if you need passports, need for come na future. If you're able to go na post office applying and get time instead of a car in a future. So most of them will know we hope that the government will look into the decentralization program where Dr. Kaikai they work on. I hope say that with time that go flourish, so that most people then go back and continue into farming and other things. Then we go open up jobs them and employ plus most of the youth man them in terms of farming, where we know it's one of the fastest way for the country to develop and get the biggest money in the world. Any country will develop fast not through farming, not through technology or anything but farming. But again, either way, I say congratulations to the new direction, and I hope they will continue for put the country on the path so it will be developed, because no matter what, Salone for develop, and we will believe say 21st century we say for begin show face. Congratulations to the new direction, and thank you all.